The relationship between Emily Blunt and John Krasinski is evidence that you can get your celeb crush. If you still think there's hope for you and, I dunno, Frankie Jonas, here's some good news. For literally years, John Krasinski was Emily Blunt's biggest fan, some might even say stan, and he later wed her. After 2 children and 2 motion pictures, these two have been together for 15 years and still swoon over each other. We've got you covered with a chronology if you're curious on how they met, what their first date was like, or really anything else. John and Emily first cross paths. While Emily is having supper with a friend, the incident occurs. She said on late night, "My friend goes, 'Oh my God, there's my friend John.' It turns out that John was dining with Justin Theroux when he left Justin and came over to chat to us. He skipped meals. He was just standing there, making me chuckle. They eventually go on a date, but they can't agree who asked whom first. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, they got into a heated argument about it before John finally admitted, 'It was me asking for a while and you took some time, and then we finally had a date.' John said to Conan O'Brien, 'On our first date, I made the decision, I'm going to really hit the throttle and bring her to a rifle range. You know what, I'm gonna blow it right away and then that way you don't feel awful.' I was like, I guess I was so confident that I would never end up with her because she'd be like, 'This is ridiculous, I can have anyone, not you.'" According to him, there were unicorns, oceans, and clouds when we were in Los Angeles. "Yes," she replied. "It was really relaxed. I felt anxious throughout the board. After I and her both started crying, everyone else in the room started crying as well. Then, although I believe most people were unsure of what was happening, they were crying because we were crying. Yet it was excellent. Ultimately, she said yes, which is fantastic. It has a significant role in everything. Except for Emily's spray tan, everything sounded great, which it was." She recounts to James Corden, "I look at the pictures and it just has an orange hue that is unnatural to normal skin color. It was a DIY project. Why was I spending less on the day of my wedding? I have no idea why. It had some bald spots. It's awful. Furthermore, it was a really hot day, so if you sweat and get a spray tan, don't wear white. Orange is just seeping. It was awful."